For this video, I'm going to attempt the same thing I did on the Mercury, which is to bypass the flasher built into the LCM. To get to the LCM and its connector in the 99 town car, you need only to lift back on this upper footwell cover, which interestingly has more foam padding and insulation than the counterpart piece in the Mercury Grand Marquis. Different than on the 03 Grand Marquis, this 99 town car has two white with pink striped wires and two light blue wires. So let's see what happens when we test the external flasher on those pins. So as with my application on the Mercury, I'll start by attaching two wires, crimping them onto these spades. On the flasher, the X terminal is for power input and the L terminal is for load output, which is the side going to the turn signals. As this flasher also has a ground cable, I will ground it on this bolt, which is fit by this 9/32 socket, even though it's probably some metric. Now with the hazards engaged, the flasher is operating. This verifies that the car will work with this flasher. Rather than snip all four of these wires, I will attempt to depin all four pins from this connector and then create a harness so I can plug them into my external flasher. I have now depinned both white with pink stripe wires and both light blue wires from the LCM connector. Some good candidates for connectors are this tail lamp harness from a 2003 up Lincoln Town car, or this mother of all harnesses from a 2003 town car seat connector. Here we have 6 pins, which are the same size as these 3 pins. So either of these will be fine candidates to connect to the Depinned LCM pins. My harnesses are now completed. I've now finished applying heat shrink tubing to the pins from the LCM connector, and all 4 pins are now connected through my harness to the flasher relay, which is grounded over here at the fuse box. Hazards work. And turn signals work. I've changed plans slightly, and that is to instead hide the flasher over here rather than somewhere else. It now grounds actually on the LCM frame itself. This keeps the flasher both out of the way and in an easily accessible location. I have now completed summarily removing all vestigial load resistors from the turn signal system because they are no longer needed. I put 2 resistors at each corner of the car for some reason. Now, although I had never bothered to affix these load resistors to the sheet metal of the car, none of them appear to have sustained any heat or thermal damage to themselves. For these taillight resistors, I had them hidden away behind carpeting, so some of that carpet material can be seen burnt onto the resistors. Despite running these for over a year, none of them have failed. They're all nameless, no-name brand resistors acquired from eBay.